I have seen many people who are very good speakers, but they are not confident. So they, at this moment also, they get agitation. They feel nervous. They feel like, oh, I can't do it. I'm not a good speaker. How am I going to present myself? But I have seen many, even though in my school, there were a lot of boys who were not really good with their studies, but they were confident, and always they would agree to just go forward and become a captain to present themselves as a leader. So leadership skills are different from that, actually, being talented or being getting marks. If somebody is getting 95% marks, it does not mean he get can be a good leader. Leadership skills are different from being just talented in your class. From the first day onwards, I started listening to international speakers like Steve Harvey, Ellen DeGeneres, Tom Bayou, Jay Shetty. So by listening to them, you become really comfortable. You feel like you are listening to someone who's speaking like an Indian. So you don't get a lot of difference that you are listening to someone who's from America or who's from the UK. Yes, particularly I get difficulties to understand sometimes UK accent, but US is very normal thing for me because I have been following US people for the very long time. I was not very confident when I started my spoken English journey, right? I was not confident speaking to people, particularly in English, because even though it is very difficult to speak in Hindi in front of others, how can I do it in English?
Ever faced this type of problem, like somebody come and he started asking you, why are you not replying me, why are you are so arrogant, you are not available for me? So have you ever faced, and how did you tackle this situation?
Conversations, people don't care about your own personal routine. They want you to be available for them. And if they're texting you, they want you to have conversation with them. That's it. So if you will give some things like that, I'm not available, you would say, oh, you do it. So it happens. It's very difficult to make others understand what you are going through, because sometimes we are doing some videos, or maybe we have scheduled some videos, but we are busy in something else.
Yeah. Hello, good evening, welcome to the session.
Yes, hi, good evening, Priyanka. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. What about you?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Okay, so how was your morning? What did you do? I hope it was productive.
Yes, usually winters are not really, I would say, productive for me. I am not very productive, but of course, it was a good day for me as temperature is rising or going
Mm.
up day by day. So it was a good day overall.
Okay, great. Good to know. So I want to upload this video on my channel, and yes, I have uploaded two videos with you. But again, there are some new audience. So for them, introduce yourself a bit.
Sure. Okay. My name is Ashutosh Trivedi. I hail from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. About my education, I have completed my master's degree, that is Masters of Arts in English Literature, and I run a YouTube channel that focuses on spoken English conversations. About my profession, I'm a spoken English trainer by profession. I conduct online sessions for my students. When it comes to my hobbies, I enjoy singing, photography, playing cricket, and speaking with the strangers as much as I can. So that's all about me. Thank you so much.
Very nice. Okay, so yes, I usually watch your videos, and with Gayatri ma'am, I have watched all of your videos. It was nice series. There are four pillars. You have talked about four pillars. So yes, it was amazing. I want to share with you that thing, and I also commented on your videos too. So are there something else in your mind? Like, do you want to upload any interesting content on your channel
Yes,
apart from
sure. In
these
future, I would be
conversations?
coming up with a lot of interesting thing. I'm planning a lot, but to be honest, it becomes very difficult when you have a hectic schedule to plan
Right.
something very. At the same time, you will be getting a lot of mails to have conversation with the people, and if you're planning something new, you need time to prepare for that, right? And I conduct online sessions for my students. I have some own things to do, but I plan a lot. Many times I have planned many things, but again it becomes difficult. But in future I will try my best to come up with the new things as much as I can.
Yes, I can resonate with it. I am a small YouTuber, but I am also getting a lot of emails And in group also, yesterday I found a person was angry on me just because I was not replying on his message, because he wanted to have a conversation with me. So he wrote down a long message, why you are, no, you are arrogant, you are like that, you are like that. So I was saying I'm busy because I have a lot of things to do. I'm not just here for uploading conversation. I have a lot of things to do. Apart from these type of conversation, I have to practice myself too. I have to read books, I have to do household chores. Why you people are judging? So I asked him, like last week, please tell me about yourself. So because for girls it is difficult, like some people are not genuine, and some people are making wrong thumbnails. So I always ask them about their channel. On that point also, he got angry upon me. So I thought, all people are not genuine. They are not understanding our problems. So yeah, I can relate.
Yeah, it
Like you are
actually,
also
once
getting
you
a lot of
start making
people.
conversations, people don't care about your own personal routine. They want you to be available for them. And if they're texting you, they want you to have conversation with them. That's it. So if you will give some things like that, I'm not available, you would say, oh, you do it. So it happens. It's very difficult to make others understand what you are going through, because sometimes we are doing some videos, or maybe we have scheduled some videos, but we are busy in something else. Like from the last
Right.
10 days, I was not pretty available. I was busy in my own personal things. So that's how it happens. But once you are on camera or you are on videos, people want
Hmm.
you to be available for them, because they do not know what is happening in the background.
Right. So I was got distracted last day, so I thought let's sleep from all the groups. I don't want to do conversation with strangers. I will ask a few people who are very genuine. So otherwise, I'm not going to have conversation with them. But no, we have to face these people too, because they are also part of this journey. So that is what I want to share with you. So do you have ever faced this type of problem, like somebody come and he started asking you, why are you not replying me, why are you are so arrogant, you are not available for me? So have you ever faced, and how did you tackle this situation?
It's very common, of course. Once you get more and more people, you get more responsibility, and you cannot satisfy everyone. As I said, because
Yeah.
once you grow older, you have your own responsibilities, right? At the same time, you have to deal with the YouTube, and I conduct online sessions for my students also. So I'm a spoken English trainer by profession. So it becomes very difficult to answer everyone. If you're getting, let's suppose, if you're getting 10 mails a day, how can you respond to everybody? You can't do it, right? And sometimes what happens, you are not able to get back to them. Maybe somebody texted you 6 months ago, and they would say, oh, I texted you 6 months ago, and I have been texting you for very long,
Mm.
but you're not replying me. So something people have this actually, negative things towards you. But actually people do not come to me and directly say, but sometimes they say like, Ashutosh, I texted you 9 months back, or I texted you 6 months back, or 1 month back, now you replied. But they are telling to some other YouTubers the same thing, that he is very arrogant, or maybe he does not reply people. So it happens, and that's pretty okay for them, because in the beginning, when somebody starts their journey, they are impatient. They are not patient enough, and they don't understand somebody's, like, life, what is happening in their life, right? So that's how it is. So it's very common, and we have to be very patient with it, and we have to deal very normally. We have to say sorry for it. Actually, that is only the thing we can say. Sorry, I'm so sorry that I was not able to reply you. That is only the answer, because I cannot tell everything to everyone, that what I
Yeah.
was doing and why I was busy, what respond, where did I go, why I was not posting videos.
Cannot.
So I cannot tell all these personal things to everyone, right? So only I
Right.
have to say, I'm really sorry, I did not go through your message. Now I'll try my best to just reply you. But then also, even though I said sorry to them, but again, if they would text me again and again, I cannot reply them. So it happens. And exactly, so it's a pretty genuine thing which happens, and they are also right. They are not wrong, because they are asking for their right. Because if I'm doing conversations with others,
Right.
they want me to be available for them as well. But it's very
Right.
difficult for them to understand the schedule of the people. So it's pretty
Mm.
genuine, and it would be happening in future as well. So, but I'm
Mm.
really sorry for all of those to whom I'm not able to reach out. due to many things. So that's only
Correct.
the thing.
Yeah. And yes. Oh, okay. So, which type of practice are you doing nowadays?
Nowadays, I don't do a lot of practice in that practice mood, but I conduct a lot of sessions, right? As I told you, I do a lot of videos for YouTube. So that is also kind of practice. Right now, I'm talking to you. So it is my speaking practice. I bring in
Right.
answers. When I conduct sessions as a trainer, that is also the practice being a trainer. That what kind of activities I can conduct for my students so they can be helpful. And I use some platforms like Clubhouse. I have an international community and international friends. With them, I do conversation and I talk to them. So talking to a native speaker is always helpful, and that is a great practice because
Right.
I have some friends and they always give me some feedback. So this kind of practice I do nowadays, and I watch content also whenever I get sufficient time. I try to watch content. So and whenever actually if I feel like talking to someone, I go on platforms like CV, Speakify, so I get 20 minutes, 25 minutes for free. So I talk to someone. Yesterday also I conducted a room on Clubhouse where I did conversation with 4 to 5 people. I gave them suggestions. So that's how I improve my English, and I try to speak with the people as much as I can. And when it comes to my improvement, I watch my own videos while editing. Okay, when I watch my own videos while editing, I come across some points that where I need to improve and how can I do it. So it is very important to watch your own video to find the points where you can improve, because it is very difficult to get someone who can give you the personal feedback. If you have a trainer, then maybe he can give you the personal feedback, but then also you have to come out and you have to just take a stand for yourself if you want to become better, because people will not be able to notice your lot of mistakes because they are not that interested, right? Sometimes we are doing conversations, like I'm doing conversation
Hmm.
with you, but I'm not focusing on your mistakes at this moment. What happens, sometimes I do conversation, at the end of the session people say like, please tell my mistakes. Then I think like I was doing conversation only, I was not focusing on your mistakes, right? This is a mindset. If I
Hmm.
will focus on your mistakes, I would not be able to focus on conversation a lot, right?
Hmm.
So that's what it happens. So you have to take a stand for yourself, find your own things where you can improve by listening to others, by watching others' videos.
Right, right. Okay, so I have an interesting topic for discussion, that is confidence. So please tell me about you. You are very confident person, and I have seen your videos with native speakers too. And in front of them also, you were very confident. So what is the secret behind it? Haven't seen like in any video you have discussed. How did you gain this much confidence? I want to hear from you right now. How did you get
Sure,
this
it's
much
a very
confidence?
nice topic and it's a very nice question, I would say. Confidence is something which can be learned. Of course, learned. I was not very confident when I started my spoken English journey, right? I was not confident speaking to people, particularly in English, because even though it is very difficult to speak in Hindi in front of others, how can I do
Hmm.
it in English? So confidence comes from practice. The more you speak with the people, the comfortable you become. Because if you're doing the same practice for 4 years, 5 years, then you can do it in front of anybody. Maybe, of course, you have a little fear inside, but what I have learned that I don't have to show that fear on my face. So that is a kind of thing which you have learned over a period of time. That even though everyone becomes nervous, even though the big performers, when they go to a big city, like if somebody is like Indian performer, let's suppose Indian singer, and he is going to perform at Canada, they also have that fear inside, but they are not showing on their face. When actually audience gives you the power that this they gives your name and they say like then you become confident enough that I can do it. The same thing is that when I just go through the comment section of my videos, people appreciate me a lot, then I feel I can do it. Why can't I can do it. Of course, it's not a big thing. So practice is something which is going to give you just confidence, so you can feel comfortable talking to anyone. And why I don't get fear nowadays to talk to native speakers, because I've got some friends who are from USA, who are from UK or Australia. So I do conversation with them. So now it became very normal thing for them to have conversation with them. But the second thing is then that the sometimes it becomes difficult to understand their accent. But I'm not hesitant to ask them. I will ask them if I'm not able to understand, because I'm not perfect in this language. I'm still learning and I would be learning in the future as well. So confidence comes from the practice. The more you speak with the people, the more you face camera, face people, express your thoughts, ask questions to people, so you become comfortable. Like if I would talk to somebody who is a native speaker for the first time, for sure I would be nervous. And I was nervous. As far as I remember, I did that conversation on Halo application in 2021. I think, I'm not sure about it. So there was a teacher, Richard. He was from USA. So I was really nervous. I didn't have words in my head, and I didn't have anything in my head, and nothing was coming out from my mouth. I was really nervous. So that's how it is. But when I did conversation with more than, like, 10 or 15 native speakers, I was pretty comfortable talking to them. Yes, but you have to pay more attention because they are native speakers and their accent is little different from Indians. So because when
Right.
you listen to Indians, it becomes very easier for you to understand them. But where
Mm.
you are talking to people from other countries, you have to listen to them carefully because their accent, their slang is little different.
Right, right. And if we consume content in English, like if we are watching English movies, so then it becomes little easy for us to understand their accent. Yeah.
Yeah, that I am doing it from the first day onwards. I did not consume a lot of Indian content only. From the first day onwards, I started listening to international speakers like Steve Harvey, Ellen DeGeneres, Tom Bayou, Jay Shetty. So by listening to them, you become really comfortable. You feel like you are listening to someone who's speaking like an Indian. So you don't get a lot of difference that you are listening to someone who's from America or who's from the UK. Yes, particularly I get difficulties to understand sometimes UK accent, but US is very normal thing for me because I have been following US people for the very long time. So that's how it is. And from the Scotland, if you get some person from Scotland, it's very difficult to understand. I have a friend, Gordon. I had some videos with him also, that white
Yes.
man I uploaded. But till now, sometimes I'm not able to understand him, even though he is one of my good friends. But sometimes when I talk to him, I have to give my 200% to understand, him, what is he saying, because Scottish accent is one of the difficult accents in the world. So
Mm.
that's what it
Have
happens.
to
But if you're
focus upon
consuming a
their
lot of international contents, it becomes
mm.
easier for you to understand others.
Right, right. And you have to focus upon their body language, their accent, how they are behaving, and like you have to give your 200%, then you will be able to understand, right?
To be
Yeah.
really
So
attentive.
thing,
Mhm.
one more thing, English and confidence. They are both interrelated. If a person is confident, then he can speak better English. If the person is a good English speaker, then he is confident. So both things are related. So how can we develop confidence? Like first, what we have to do? First, we have to gain confidence, or first we have to learn English. What is your point of view about this?
Yeah, I would say this is a language, of course, like other languages in our country. But of course, English has a different place in our country. If you speak English, people consider you genius, brilliant, an intelligent guy. But that's not always right. Somebody who's able to speak English does not mean he is a genius or great. Okay. So that is a wrong conception here in India. And
Mm,
if you're able to speak English, people are afraid of you. Sometimes they do not speak to you, they feel like you come from a different world. Okay,
mm,
so confidence is something which you need to develop first, because if you don't have the courage, how can you speak to a stranger, right? You have to
yeah.
develop that confidence, you have to develop that courage to have conversation with strangers or native speakers. So the first, you need to say to yourself that I can do it, even though you are going to make mistakes. So that's how it works. I feel confidence is very important. If you're confident enough, you can do anything in the world. So
Mm,
confidence plays a vital role in your journey. If you're confident, even though you make mistakes, then also you can present yourself. I have seen many people, they make a lot of mistakes, but they are confident. But I have seen many people who are very good speakers, but they are not confident. So they, at this moment also, they get agitation, they feel nervous, they feel like, oh, I can't do it, I'm not a good speaker, how am I going to present myself? But I have seen many, even though in my school there were a lot of boys who were not really good with their studies, but they were confident, and always they would agree to just go forward and become a captain, to present themselves as a leader. So leadership skills are different from that, actually, being talented or being getting marks. If somebody is getting 95% marks, it does not mean he get can be a good leader. Leadership skills are different from being just talented in your class. So that's how confidence is also something which cannot be related with your knowledge. Even though somebody who's very much knowledgeable, but at the same time he can be very bad with the confidence. So confidence is something which is the first window for you to become successful in your life, because in
Mm,
any single field you need confidence. So first
mm,
develop your confidence by doing practicing, and once you do practice and then you become confident, you will be able to present yourself in front of others despite
mm.
thinking about the mistakes which you do.
Right, right, right. And have you ever talked with somebody in person?
Yes, of course. Why not? I've talked with not a lot of people, to be honest, because I'm in Kanpur, UP, so very less people. But as I remember, last time in December 2024, there was a guy from Russia. So I had a
Mm,
conversation with him in English. Okay. And
okay.
many people in Kanpur also who are able to speak English. So sometimes I do it. But to be honest, personally, I felt that fear inside, that what I'm going to speak and how should I talk to them, because I'm really comfortable speaking to people online, because I have been doing it for 4 years. So it became a very normal thing for me. But when I talk to someone in front of them, I get fear. And second thing, I get, what should I talk to them? Because right now I'm talking to you. So that mindset is clear, right? That we are here and we are doing a video and we have to talk about this. Okay. But if you're going to talk to a stranger, how to approach that? Hi, maybe that person would not be interested to have conversation with you, right? It's not sure. But right now we have the mutual consent that we are here and we are going to have a conversation, because both of us are English learners and we want to speak English to each other. But sometimes you are going to someone and saying like, hi, I want to speak English with you. Maybe they are not interested, or somebody is arrogant, and somebody will say like, why should I talk to you? So that is a very difficult thing, like in offline sometimes happens when you approach the strangers.
Yes, yes, true. And I want to share my experience. I had a conversation last month in 2024, like 2024, December 25th December, on the occasion of Christmas Day. So I went outside and I found there's a old man who wore the cloth of Santas, and he was creating videos with some YouTubers, some people, some kids. So I thought let's have a conversation with him because he was speaking really nice English, and his accent was also very nice. So I thought let's have a conversation with him and let's upload on my channel. So I approached him and I just asked him, hello, I want to make a video with you. And I started recording. So I recorded for 1 minute, and then I went to mall and I do some shopping. After that I feel no, it was not that much good. I could do more better. So after returning I thought let's again have a conversation with him, and again I approached him. There was a fear, there was very much fear because there were large audience and we have to approach that person in front of large audience, large people. So again I thought let's do it, let's face it. And again I asked him, I think he forgot about me because there were so many people. So I asked him, and that time I did well. Like I spoke him around 2-3 minutes, and I told him each and everything about my channel. Like I'm a YouTuber. I want to upload this, and then we had a good conversation. After that, I felt wow, I did it, and it was like really nice feeling. I was over the moon after doing that. So in person, it is like
Exactly.
really nice feeling.
Yeah, but that fear is completely different from having conversation with someone online. When we are doing offline, that is a completely different fear. Actually,
Mm,
and of course, I haven't done any video for my YouTube offline, to be honest,
mm,
because I'm not a kind of person. I don't go out a lot, first thing, and it's very difficult for me. I don't share this thing to everyone. Also, that I run a YouTube channel or this and that. I introduce myself as a trainer, online trainer. That's how it is.
mm.
Because even though when you go out and shoot videos, people take you negatively. They think like, they don't think you that you are
So
doing
that
something for
was
education, or you are an educator.
Yes,
right?
yes, you were saying right. That person was also that old man was also a creator. He was creating content for his channel
Yeah,
and for others.
it
That
was
is why I asked. Yeah,
Yeah, so he can understand that you are a creator. But if you are going and approaching someone who is a normal guy, it's really
never
difficult
done.
to make them understand that what kind of content do you create and why you want to have a conversation with me. So I don't say it because in my particular locality, social media is all about some other things, doing vloggings. They don't think you that you are an educator and you are helping people by doing videos. They think you are just making vlogging channel and just saying, hey, here I am, and that is that, so that they don't give you a lot of value in that sense. So that's why I don't reveal these things to everyone. I reveal this thing to only those people who are able to understand the value of online educational content.
Yeah, because nowadays there are so many people who are creating content for their channel. They are approaching, so it is like now people don't like it. They don't want to be there in their cameras.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Okay, so if you have anything in your mind you want to ask or share, otherwise, I
Yeah,
think.
that's what I would say. So this is the part of journey, and it is a lifelong learning journey. So all the time we would be facing something new in our journey. Because of course, at this stage also there are many things which I can learn. That speaking from a stage, that is a completely different fear. When you go on a stage, even though 5 people or 10 people are there in front of you, it becomes difficult. As I have experienced in Toastmasters, I joined Toastmasters for 6 months and I used to go there and give a speech. And that was completely different. When you are on stage, you have to focus a lot on your body. It is not like you are shrinking your body and standing in the side of the stage. You have to open your arms, come in the middle of the stage, present yourself with the body a lot. So that is completely different. Right now, I'm sitting here and I don't have to use a lot of body, right? I don't have to use. Only I'm speaking. Maybe my upper part is visible. My legs, my hands, my body is not visible. But when you are on stage, you are completely visible. So you need to make others understand by doing actions, and you have to show that you are very comfortable. Because many speakers, they come, they only just stand in the corner and they give their speech and they go. So you have to become really comfortable, come up and try to speak, ask questions to your audience. So that is a completely different skill. So for everything we have to prepare separately. If you want to give a speech, for that you have to prepare in a different way. If you want to do the story, then you have to do in a different way. So all these things are there, but all the time the kind of opportunities we get, we become familiar with. So right now I'm very comfortable with online conversations, but in future if I'll be getting some online offline opportunities, I have to work really hard for them.
Yes, true. Okay, so I think now this much is enough, so we can connect again. So it was lovely talking to you, and I enjoyed a lot, and you shared your insight about confidence, so people can also learn from you. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Okay, pleasure mine, and thanks for inviting me. Bye bye, take care.
Okay. Yeah.